So I recently brought on my first two employees to help me with my TCG Player Pokemon card business. Well, not really, but kind of. And let me explain to you what I mean. But what's up, guys? Welcome. My name is TJ. I run a business called PokePaster TCG, where I buy and I sell lots and lots of Pokemon cards, and I do that all in my basement here in Minnesota. And I'm a dad. I'm a pastor at a church. I've got 3 kids. I'm busy, and I've still somehow managed to do over $200,000 in sales since I've started this thing. And in the process of scaling, I am sharing my journey with you guys. And so hopefully my content is helpful as you hop in to the Pokemon card business space. And thank you guys so much for reaching out, for the encouragement, for watching, for subscribing, all those things. It really does help the channel out. And by the way, I've been, I would say, a little overwhelmed just with the coaching requests. I have connected with a few people here and there just on helping coach other people get their stores off the ground and get your stores where you want to go. And I haven't charged anything up to this point to do that. And so right now I think I'm kind of at my cap. And so I don't know. We'll see if maybe I want to explore an avenue for me to do more of that in the future. But right now I'm just we're just going to press pause on that. But I'll let you guys know if there's anything there. So yeah, my first 2 employees. So obviously I'm trolling a little bit, but I was watching a video the other day. It was a Poke&E video. Brian, Omaha, Nebraska, big Pokemon business guy. He was talking about employees and how he kind of shifted his mindset because for the longest time he was thinking like, hey, I'm not going to have any employees. And as I was kind of hearing him talk, I kind of came to this realization that, hey, a few of the things that I've implemented into my business, if I look at them as employees, quotations, I understand they're not people, it does help me kind of shift the way that I see things. And so just to back up a little bit, why do people bring on employees to their business? Is it so that they can flex and be like, hey, I've got employees? Like, no. Like, if that's why you're bringing on employees, then that's the wrong decision. Is it so they can just have other people run the business so that they can do nothing and just, screw around and watch anime and drink, Diet Dew? No, like that's not a good business strategy either. It's so that you can scale. The whole point of bringing on an employee is so that you can have someone do something for you so that it frees you up to do something that is more valuable and that maybe only you can do. And so that's the reason why someone would want to bring someone on, is it frees you up to do something that's more important to help you scale. And so the 2 employees I'm going to talk to you about today are Durk and Phil. Okay, now let me tell you about Durk. Durk is an employee that I brought on a while ago, and again, these aren't real people. And Durk basically is an employee where when orders come into me, I'm able to, instead of having to ship these orders out to the individual customers, I'm able to grab all the cards from my inventory. I'm able to put them all together, and I'm able to give them to Durk, and then Durk then ships out all of these cards to my customers. I don't have to worry about it all. All I do is I just pull these cards out from my inventory, say, here you go, Durk, and Durk ships them out to all the people. Hey, easy peasy. Now, I do have to pay Durk, right? And so on every transaction I make, Durk gets a little bit of a percentage. He gets a percentage of the sale that I make. And it depends on how expensive the sale is. And so that's how that works. Now, I'm not talking about a real person, like I said. I'm talking about the Direct program through TCG Player, and I nicknamed him Durk just for the bit. But basically, that's what Direct does, is when I do the majority of my orders, not all of them, but the majority of them, all I have to do is pull the cards from my inventory and then give them every so often to TCG Player, to the Direct program, and then they ship them out to all of my customers. And I do pay them more. Now, this frees me up to do things that I would not be able to do if I was having to do orders every single evening. For instance, like I would say on most days, I do about anywhere between 30 and 60 orders a day. That's like a typical day for me. Now, I don't know if you've done this, but when you're not in the Direct program, doing 30 orders, 40 orders, 50 orders in an evening basically takes up your entire night. I mean, you're sitting here stuffing envelopes, putting stamps on stuff, packing slips, all this stuff. That's basically taking up all of your time to where It takes you away from acquiring collections. It takes you away from sorting your new inventory. It takes you away from listing your new inventory. It takes you away from making content, if that's something you want to do. It takes you away from valuable family time. And so basically, Durk, or the Direct program, has been a way for me to continue to have a high level of sales volume while also having time to add more inventory to my store, to keep acquiring collections, to spend a good deal of time with my wife, because that's really important to me. It's allowed me time to make content for you guys, to help you guys, because I really do enjoy doing this, and this is a way for me to grow the business and the brand as well. And so that's when I started thinking about the Direct program, is instead of like, oh man, I just sold that 80-cent card and I had to pay 50% of it in fees. No, like, well, yes, but also like, hey, you basically have an employee that is doing that for you in the TCGPlayer Direct program. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to spend time doing that. And so could I be making more money if I was not in the Direct program? Perhaps. Like, I could be making more money in a sense of like, I'd be making probably more margin on every order. Would I be able to do as many orders? No. Would I be able to focus on the other things that also increase the amount of money I make, like listing inventory? No. And then also, like, I'd be spending a lot more time, doing this stuff away from my family and that other stuff and my, main job. And so thinking about it in that way has really been a mindset shift for me. And so is it costly to be in the Direct program? Yes. Does it make sense for everyone? No. Same way it wouldn't make sense for everyone to hire an employee. And so Durk, the Direct program, is, employee number one. And I've been selling on the Direct program for the majority of my orders for a couple months now. And it really has, it really has made a difference and helped me scale and helped me have good margin to continue growing. Now the other employee, Phil, has not started yet. The other employee, Phil, is starting in September or August or something like that. And I've mentioned this before, but I recently I've been in the queue. I've put down a deposit and I've been in the queue for a machine called the Phyzbatch 9000. Now this is a sorting machine. It's a big machine. You guys can look it up, but essentially you're able to like feed cards through it. You can feed bulk through it, and it will be able to identify like, hey, these are all the cards out of all of this bulk, out of all these thousands of cards that are over 15 cents in value or that are over 30 cents in value. And then even after you do that, so you pull all the valuable cards, then you can have it sort by set. After you have it sort by set, you can have it sort by letter. And so really, like, all of the time that you spend sorting, it will take that, it'll do that. You'll basically feed the cards through it, and it's, automatically, all you do is you just put it into this loader and it feeds it through. And then also on any of those sorts, since it's scanning all these cards, it gives you a file, a CSV that you can upload to your inventory. So it takes care of that as well. So pretty much the only thing that you're doing is you're going to make sure that the cards are ready to go through the machine, so they don't have sleeves on. So I'll probably have to spend some time taking sleeves off of cards. And then the only other thing I'll have to do is put the cards in my inventory. So I've got this stack of, Crown Zenith, Galarian Gallery singles that's already alphabetized, that's already uploaded to my inventory. I'm just gonna have to integrate that into my current inventory, and so, put them in the slots accordingly. So those are the only things I'll have to do, and everything else will be automated. Now, what is the cost for that? That's not cheap and it's not free. And the cost of that is, I believe the actual list price of the Phyzbatch 9000 of Phil for his services is $31,000. Now, a big caveat here, okay, is that you don't have to pay that $31,000 all up front. It's not like I just got, 31 grand that I'm just like, here we go, good business move. Like, no, they've got some pretty cool programs, and one of them lets you rent it for a few months, and then it'll take that money that you spent renting it, and it will roll that into a lease for it. And so basically the way that I've worked out the math is I'll end up paying about $750 a month for Phil, or for the Phyzbatch. And at least the way I see it, I feel like I'm going to be able to get $750 a month of value out of this machine that will completely automate something that takes up a lot of my time. At least so much so to where I can break even. I think like making $750 back will be easy. And then on top of that, will I be able to make more? I think so. But that's where I'm excited to hop into the trial period just to see like, hey, is this going to be worthwhile or not? And over that 3-month period, I'll be able to decide like, hey, do I want to return the machine or do I want to keep Phil? Is Phil worth it? But again, that's just more of a mindset shift, as I've been like maybe feeling the pressure or feeling like the stress or maybe feeling a little defeated of like, man, if you were doing this all yourself, you'd be making more money per order. And that's true. Like I would, but I wouldn't be able to scale. And I've said it time and time again that in the collectible space, in the TCG player space, or in just like the retail space in general, it is more about volume than it is about margin. It's more about doing more and more sales, more number of sales, than it is about trying to pinch the most pennies out of every single sale. So I think this is going to help me continue to scale and to take this, part-time side gig, PokePaster situation to its, final form, if you will. But we'll see. That just has been a mindset shift in the way I'm looking at it. And so how does this apply to you? You might not be in the direct program or getting ready for that. You might not be ready to hire Durk. You might not be ready to hire Phil and buy a $30,000 machine. But even selling on TCG Player, if you think about that, that 14%, 15% fee that you pay is essentially like hiring a marketing person. And this marketing person is going to make sure that all of your inventory gets seen by thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of customers all throughout the US. They're going to have eyes on your card because you pay them that 15% fee. And so if you're beating yourself up over those fees, that is what you're paying for, is you're paying for people to have eyes on your cards, and what is the value that you're going to put on that. And so hopefully this, obviously a little clickbaity, a little trolly, but hopefully just this conversation is a helpful way for you to shift your mindset into how you think about the costs that go into your business, because it certainly has been helpful for me. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm excited. I had a conversation with Andrew over at Gem TCG. He does basically what I do, but on eBay. And I had a conversation with him the other day that he recorded for his YouTube channel, and I think he's posting that today. So go over to Andrew's channel and watch that, and make sure to say what's up in the comments over there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. More content coming your way. Jesus loves you. God has an incredible plan for your life. I hope you know that. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.